anything they're looking to pick up here. Hui is like the one thing that can definitely kind of go range for range. We've seen Xerath as an answer to Hui occasionally. I think normally, if you're a skilled Hui player, you can still play the matchup out, right? And I think of all the mages left up and available, it's probably best case. Maybe they still want Orianna, despite the matchup in the lane being a little bit rough. Zilean, wow, okay, I mean, bro.
That Quinn's gonna be fast.
It's not only is Quinn gonna be fast, it now puts a lot of pressure on NORD because a lot of their engage is front-loaded into Sejuani. If it's all single target burst, Zilean just completely negates that. And what's pretty nice about this is it remains a flex, right? This really puts Treats in a bit of an awkward position because he can't necessarily go a lot of enchanters into this one-to-one. Even something like a Rakan is gonna kind of struggle here. And then we could still end up seeing Nemesis on a different mage, right? So I love this Zilean pick. It really puts a spanner in the works of what NORD wants to do.
Yeah, and if you don't have gap closers on champions like Jinx, you may as well make them really fast and try and keep them safe that way, right? With the speed ups from Zilean. Yeah, this is a Quinn Zilean pick here for 3 and 4 is not something I was expecting to see. And yeah, now we're getting the answer to the flex here. Is it support? I think it's. I would put my money on being support.
I actually think it's Nemesis's.
Okay.
This is Nemesis,
I think Milio. Now, the one concern with this is that there's not really a real front line. You know, Jarvan. Jarvan's going to be a bruiser. He's not going to be a full tank.
Hello everybody, we're getting ready to go into our third game of this best of 5 between Los Ratones and NORD. NORD have definitely struggled in this series so far. Game 1, a little bit closer. Game 2, not so tight for them. Now, NORD are playing into a very explosive Los Ratones team this time around. It's a team with a lot of damage, not a lot of front line. Trouble, what can NORD do here? Oh, he can start by killing Nemesis. That's an option for them. Nemesis ignited.
I think he's down.
He's dead.
He's gone.
First blood to X-Maddie. That's a good start.
That's a huge start right there. They take the flash off of Nemesis as well. Pretty good start right here from... I'm not gonna lie. I feel like from Los Ratones, this is a Mickey Mouse comp right here. Everyone's playing whatever they feel like playing. Another very BLG-esque flair on the side of Los Ratones, where everyone is pretty much having ways to fight. They've got a lot of consistent damage coming through, specifically AD through the Jinx and the Queen. They've got split push, they've got team fight, they've got revives. They'll be fine. They're not gonna get spotted yet.
No, it's just a really smart ward.
Yeah,
He's
and a lot of agency.
Yeah,
in a lot of their champions. So I feel like with how we've seen Los Ratones execute the team fights, there is a lot of trust in the players from Cadril as well, I'm assuming, to pick this draft. However, do they fall behind? Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot die. If you die in the early game, you're screwed.
Well, this is what we were talking about before we got into game, was some of the win conditions, and I believe that a lane swap really favors NORD. You put Pulse behind on the Quinn. It's not like a Sion. It's not like a Garen. It just falls off. If this champion falls behind, it just falls off, and denying him now access to this wave, this experience, and NORD going to be able to keep him at arm's length. They're just going to catch the wave in between the towers. It's Maddie. He's on the Xayah. Xayah's very good and effective at clearing the waves.
How do you walk up?
Fast is... I mean, this is so risky for him. He's going to lose so much HP. Goes in for the E, but Treats can just keep the pressure in. There's going to be the kill for Maddie. A massive mistake there from Bals.
You can't do that. Velia was on his way around. All you had to do was wait just a little bit. Now Velia is gonna lose very precious room in his own jungle as well. Nemesis has no flash from that level 1, so he can't walk up. He's a little bit screwed in terms of wave clear, because the wave clear is a little bit better in the early game than Zilean, and he gets to poke him with that.
Oh, Nemesis just flashes over the Q and secures himself the solo kill. Really, really nice. And yes, Chachi obviously only has 4 farm, but, you know, he's got a Doran shield. He's on that Jax. He can just kind of catch the wave with his E when it comes in. And Bals, he has a Jarvan, but I don't know if he's going to survive long enough. They find the knock-up. They find the kill. Velia's trying to put some damage in, but Santorin doesn't tank the tower till the very last moment. A perfectly executed dive from NORD. And Velia's just left scratching the head. They don't know what to do.
Oh boy, this is absolutely disastrous. 3-0 on Xmati's Xayah right here. And it's not going to get better. Again, teams that are extremely squishy and they've got a lot of damage to offer, falling behind is really difficult. Because the biggest problem that you face with that is that you lose access to your jungle very easily. You can basically just pivot around the Xayah wherever you want to invade on the map and pin down Velia everywhere. The Jarvan will eventually fall off. And the only thing you're going to have to pretty much rely on is that Jinx from the utility from the Zilean and the Milio. If you fall behind enough that the Jarvan will not even survive an initial engage, this will become actually very problematic.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard there. By the way, Bals just died for the third time. We're 4.5 minutes in. He's having a bad go on the old Quinn this time around.
Okay, Kiprin.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I am not familiar with the Quinta. I'm familiar with the Sion dying 3 times in 4 minutes. We saw it in the previous game. But I'm not familiar with the Quinta. I'm not familiar with how well it does at proxying. I'm not familiar with, hey, you die a lot, but you're still so strong in the late game because the champion needs to farm. Quite frankly, you need to have access to experience. You need to have access to gold. And, let's see that mid lane one. 1E onto no way, but the range.
He's level 2. He's not going to do anything. He hasn't even got all his spells yet. I mean, like, his W is only vision, but still.
Okay, you don't need the W. It's fine. Where's he
having to go for the old long swap walk down to lane. But
he just run.
Visit Chachi is level 5. Like, he has been collecting farm, and he's now resetting. They will see him on this wave. Bals will get a couple of minions here, maybe some time on the tower. Chachi actually just decides to teleport down. I don't think Bals wins a 1v1 here. This is not going to be nice.
Yeah, that's a level 5 Jax with boots, longsword, thorn shield. He'll be more than 5. And grasp, of course. Oh boy.
That was a blinded Q. The grasp damage just did that to Bals. Bals is in Struggleville right now, and he just walked all the way down to lane and had to reset. Now, it does look like NORD are potentially setting up a little something onto Reckless and the rest of the team. Brownie goes for the flash. Reckless able to break away, puts the ult down on, so the W down onto one, but the Arcane Barrage gonna rain down on them, and Crowley falls. Another kill over to next Maddie, who's 5-0 on the Xayah.
I feel like this game is soon as over when it comes to the early game, and later on it goes. How do you kill a Xayah that's accelerated into the game? Gonna get a full item pretty much. Maybe even now. He's going to base. He's gonna be very, very close to that first item completion. So much gold onto Xmati. 1.5k up already.
Still
Leaving base with the hammer as well. Very, very close again to first item for Xmati. And honestly, all you have to do is just pretty much use that Xayah, walk her around the map, and just brute force your way in. You've got tankiness with the Sejuani. You've got so many engage and disengage tools, range, raw damage coming through with Xayah. Right now, Los Ratones they're gonna need to find a way to attack a lane. I feel like that lane would most likely have to be No Way. He's the one that's sitting flashless right now. But their lanes are being pushed so hard that Velia just doesn't quite have an opening for a gank.
No, and I mean, like, you're not really going to be ganking Bals, who's 14 CS on the Quinn.
Oh boy.
Very, very far behind. I mean, that Cole feels optimistic. Like, that feels so optimistic for him.
Eventually, some point.
I mean, Velia's here to stop the dive. Santorin has 6, though. This is going to be a risky one. They spot out Velia. He just jumps away. The quickness is used. That's going to be the charm onto Bals, and he is popped. Maddie dominating. Absolutely beautiful performance here from NORD, and they've recognized the weakness in Los Ratones' comp, and they've been able to shut them down.
Oh, and they're going to go for the repeat. There's still so much CC between Sejuani and Rakan.
Nice flag, nice drag, comes in, gets the lockdown in. The rocket comes onto Santorin, who's low. Crowley looking for the kill, but I don't think he can even get close enough. Santorin able to flash away to safety.
Disaster. Absolute disaster. For Los Ratones, Velia goes down. Baus goes down for the 4th time. Oh boy.
Make that the 5th time, mate. Chachi, I don't think he can kill him, actually.
Last
Baus
flash?
got enough off. There's the flash, the Q. Baus able to break away from Chachi. Honestly, Chachi's not worth that much gold. It might not even be worth it.
2,000 gold up on the Jinx for Xmati. This is a redemption game. 7-0. 7 out of 8 kill participation. 7 kills out of all 8 in the entire game. Essence River, minute 9. Pretty sure he purchased it before even minute 9.
They've already got boots upgrade as well. That is so fast.
They've got feats of strength.
Yeah,
They've got feats of strength.
They got the tower, topside. They are in a very, very dominant position right now. Baus finally getting to play the matchup as he wanted to, but it feels like it's too late. Like, the damage should have been done the other way around just from him laning into Vizichachi, but he was just such a victim to the lane swap from NORD, and NORD played it really, really well. I don't feel like this Quinn's ever going to be relevant. You're 3 levels down on your lane opponent. You struggle to catch the waves. You know, it's not like Quinn is famed for lots of wave clear like a Garen is, or a Sion. Like, you're not that quick on the old wave clear game, so Chachi's going to be able to consistently keep him shoved underneath the tower. Baus is just going to be left scratching his head.
I'm going to flip the coin to the other side right here. I feel like this is NORD's game to lose, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have been given an opportunity. They had a fantastic level 1, which they managed to snowball. They have been pinning down every single lane. They have very successfully shut down Baus on that Quinn. They have very successfully fed every kill onto Xmati, and now it's their chance to close out the first game versus Los Ratones. Let's not forget the interview that Baus had yesterday with Astrom, where he said, when we go undefeated all the way to finals and win? If, he said, it's a when. We're not losing a single game. And this is looking like a roughie.
Let's see if they can play that, because at the beginning of the day, we did ask, you know, what do Los Ratones look like when they're behind? They are 5k down at 10 minutes. This is about as behind as it gets. Crowley's getting jumped onto. He's able to dodge with the move speed, though, to break away from Treats engaged with that grand entrance. And another plate shall fall to NORD. Xmati has been gifted so much. He's 2,000 gold up over Crowley right now.
Yeah, and this is only going to get worse with every single tower plating that keeps falling. Again, Xmati is pretty much the artillery right now. He's the cannon. Keep moving him around the map, wherever they want to contest, wherever they want to push. Xmati has to be there very, very early. Essence River, only 8 and something minutes into the game. I'm going to take that tower, pivot over to the top side, I'm assuming, where Rift Trail has already been started, I believe, by Santorin over in the top side. He has pushed with the Jax. I don't even need the Zaya at this point. I feel like every lane is pretty much thriving. 1,000 gold up in the mid lane, 1.2, sorry, K up on the Jax. Very, very close. The Trinity Force, the Zaya. I'm never going to mention that.
Georgia.
And, honestly, Los Ratones, they're going to need a miracle. Keep praying.
Xmati's had 10 plates. They've had so much money. If they go mid lane and get the last 3 plates, 13 plates onto a Zaya, who's 2,300 gold up at 12 minutes. And honestly, this is just... like, NORD played very well to get to here, but, like, ultimately, it just comes down to... Los Ratones kind of made their graves here, and Baus jumped straight in. Like, really, really good lane swap from NORD, and they just shut him down time and time again. 12 minutes on the clock. A 5,000 gold lead separates these teams. Actually closing in on that 6,000 gold as well. Yeah. This is going to be an incredibly hard comeback if Los Ratones can do it. And if they can, this team wins Worlds, man. Like, they're going to be... I don't see how you come back from this.
All right, I want everyone to look on the bot side quadrant of Velia, because that's where his jungle spawned. And this is where the bleeding begins. The first one to bleed when all the lanes are losing is the jungle. You end up getting invaded, a lot of vision goes down, and for a jungler that wants to be active like Jarvan, Velia has not had the chance to actually gank any lane, to actually have some action on the map. He's been playing very reactive as Baus here. Another one for the road, 0 and 5.
Well, actually, maybe looking for nowhere. I don't think he's going to be able to close that gap. Did have the ultimate. He's just going to go get some jungle camps. So this is the alternative. When you're the one getting invaded and they're stealing your jungle camps, it means they're not doing their own jungle camps at that moment. So you can run in and just grab a couple of theirs. So finding a way to stay relevant. But the problem is he's a long way away from where the action is about to go down. Crowley.
Oh no,
About to
Crowley.
get caught by Santorin. Instantly gets freed out by Reckless there. Beautiful catch. Keep him alive. But it's another plate. It's another heap of pressure. And this time, Crowley flashless. Does need to be a little bit more careful with X-Maddie. Just going to casually collect his 12th plate of the game.
Yep.
Terrifying.
That was what? A Sejuani ultimate for a flash tower, potentially a second tower. Nemesis is tipping onto this, but he's tipping into 4 members.
He's immediately charmed. He's immediately taken down. He doesn't even get the ult off in time. Velia can't do anything. Los Ratones, for the first time, this split looks so lost.
Wow, and NORD will be looking to do what no other team has actually done. And again, this is props to NORD. It's not like Los Ratones are giving them the game away for fun. That was an incredible level 1 invade where they got Nemesis, they got the kill onto Xayah, they got his flash early, they lane swapped so they can pin down Baus on this queen so he can never become a Formula 1 card with Nemesis and Zilean around the map. And I think it's been stellar reading what this Los Ratones composition wants to do. Is it a very volatile composition from Los Ratones? Absolutely. Was it shut down by NORD? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a bit of one of those, like, Los Ratones probably drafted the easiest to shut down comp they've drafted in a while, and NORD didn't even hesitate. They just took that chance, jumped in, played denial, put both 0-5 on the Quinn, and Rocket's coming in. No! Oh, wow,
got it.
Crowley stole it!
I love how you
coming back.
celebrated this so much. Oh, Baus.
Well, I mean, the permafrost is worn out, but I mean, he has no damage. I also respect that he decided not to go for a Hubris this game. Because you, before we came on camera, was saying that you expect this to be a Hubris game. When you're 0-5, I don't think a Hubris is going to be happening. So just go for the Hydra instead. As Velia gonna get locked down by Santorin's permafrost. Reckless just gonna do his best to keep him alive, throws the football out whilst not gonna get in range, but Velia flags, drags, flashes away from the arcane barrage.
Oh.
No way secures the kill. Easy pickup. Nice little pickup from there from Norway. And Baus, I think you're gonna have to get on your bird, mate, and get away.
Fancy feet, but not fancy enough. And now I think Baus, they're looking towards the top side. They do have the ultimate onto Zilean. They want to go for it. Second bomb.
Uber driver's on the way. Here comes Baus. He's going to deliver himself up a kill. Chachi not going to take him down. The chrono break saved his life. Oh, that was close.
He survived the bomb. He survived the bomb. I think it was single digits. I didn't get to quite see how low Chachi got from that last bomb he ran away with. But it was very, very low. Everything blown away there. Not quite enough to take the Jacks down.
Honestly, props to Velia. Considering like how bad the state of the game is, the fact that he is down, he's actually up 100 gold is impressive. Because like you said, junglers are normally the first to bleed. They're the ones who get invaded and lose objectives. A little bit early that time, Crowley. But Velia doing a fairly solid job of keeping himself somewhat relevant in this game. Herald, though, secured for NORD. So ultimately, with the pressure that NORD have been able to get, sitting pretty nice there. Baus loses half his health to an auto attack and a W reset.
And it's just gonna start becoming very problematic now. You don't have control of any lane. NORD are pushing 3 lanes at once. You lose control inside your jungle. And your engage tools are not necessarily that great. You've got a Jarvan. Oh, treats!
Oh, what a knock-up! What an engage! Nothing they can do. They're trying to put some damage out, trying to clear the wave as best as possible. But treats, that was just so smooth.
Rift Herald gonna go down as well. And this is pretty much a case of how fast can NORD finish this game? Pretty much a done deal. They're about 10,000 gold up, 18 minutes into this game, and their composition scales so freakishly well into the late game. They've got pretty much everything they want in this compositions kit. Los Ratones are looking to see if they can catch anyone. Baus fancies his chances right here. On to Chachi.
For Chachi. I mean, if Los Ratones make their first loss happen and they get 0 kills, That would
got
be
Nemesis.
so sad. Chachi, though, still trying to make the runaway. Gets the counter-strike off. He's out. We actually could see Los Ratones losing a game and not even getting a single kill. That'd be devastating for them.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a kill. I'm pretty sure Baus is going to get one on the side lane. That was the whole point of the Zillion plus Quinn. And great engage from Treats. A lot of people could say Reckless ulted late. Reckless was taunted. He couldn't ult as fast as he wanted to try and save Nemesis. Ends up going down without even ulting. And 0-4 on the Zillion. Hasn't had a pretty happy game. Not even from level 1. Profane Hydra completed. First item for Baus. As you're looking on the left side, and NORD are working on the second, and if you're Xmati, third item on the Saya.
Well, NORD playing this to try and tidy it up. Chachi, I think you overstayed there a little bit, mate. Baus is looking for the kill. Chachi, no backup nearby. He's going to try and get some damage onto Nemesis, but he's making a run for it. The rocket goes wide. The counter-strike comes out. Nemesis is going low. Chachi's found his opening, and that is the shutdown for Nemesis.
There you go. Little bit of a gold influx in the pockets. Again, still almost a 10,000 gold lead for NORD, but that is at least something. And we get to see the combo that everyone's been talking about. The Zillion Volibear, a lot of people said, but this is now the Zillion Quinn. And you're extremely fast on the side lane. You've got slows, you've got speed, you've got stuns through the bombs. If something goes wrong, you've got the revive as well with the Zillion ultimate. Chachi paid the price on that one. However, it's going to be another neutral objective. Going to the side of NORD. There is no Super Mega Death Rocket on Crowny. We try it for a steal right here. So this is going to be second Dragon going over to NORD. Atakan has also spawned on the top side, and Velia again with a Baus. They're trying to sneak into the jungle, see if they can get anything in advance.
Baus throws out the W just to get a bit of scouting off. Just going to try and clear the wave away. He's got that Profane Hydra now, but the problem is the teleports are coming in. Baus has made himself a bit of a target. Treats lands the knockup. Chachi comes for revenge. Bonk goes the Baus. And now, with a gold deficit, they now have a team member deficit as Atakan spawns up.
Someone's pinging the bot lane tower from the side of Los Ratones. They're like, hey guys, look, this tower is about 65%. Let's take this one down while I take Atakan. Velia is going to be hanging around. I don't think anyone's going to let him get anywhere near this Atakan. Already taken away by NORD. I mean, it's a case of
Velia's
there's
dead.
no case. There's no case for Velia. Case closed.
Maddie absolutely crushing it on the Xayah. He's having a stellar performance. 10-0. No way. Got the Medjais, by the way. He had that very early in the game. He saw the state of the game. Baus gets caught, flashes away to safety. NORD, they've got the revive, so they're feeling comfortable just to full-on pressure this. Tower goes down. No way's playing off on the side lanes. Baus jumps into his pocket, gets hit by the W, dodges away on that E. Followed up by a little bit more of that ranged damage coming out. Baus loses so much HP. The inhibitor stands, but the tower does not. NORD are going to go for the resets and put some pressure down elsewhere as they jump into safety. No, they are not. They're going to get caught by the bombs.
Hey, it's going to be so difficult to pressure anything more than an inhibitor right here unless you kill multiple members from Los Ratones, and Nemesis is making Treat's life absolutely miserable while NORD is trying to reset and possibly go for more pushing on lanes. I mean, you can't do anything else right here. You have an open inhibitor. There is Baron in about 2 minutes. So you've got a 2-minute window to try and get any pressure on the map, but every wave you push is going to be farmed away by Los Ratones, so you kind of give them a way to come back. And Nemesis, oh no, you didn't want to go there.
Oh no, Nemesis losing a lot of HP. He uses the Chrono Break on himself. Chachi's waiting it out perfectly. Nemesis flashes over the wall, but now Crowny could be the one who's under fire. Blasco and gets him to safety. Now they find the knock up onto Velia. Velia not going to be alive for long. They are removed from the game. Nemesis sprints back to base, springs back to safety, but the cost has been so high here. 15-1. A 10,000 gold lead, 23 minutes in the game. I mean, Los Ratones games typically do end quick. just not this way around. Normally it's the other person's nest that's exploding. This time it feels like they're the ones in some real threat. They are looking to try and find an opening here. Val's putting some serious damage into No Way, but they're going to find the knock-up, use that withdraw out. Crowny now firing away onto Treats. They're going to give the kill over to Crowny, so you get some of that damage off. Treats able to dodge away and evade it. And now Santorin finds the lockdown onto Baus. Baus is going to just get back on the bird and try and keep the chase up. Can they find the opening, the W, the zap onto Santorin? Keeps him slowed. And it just looks like Los Ratones, they were able to get one withdraw out, and that's all they can do. That's all she wrote.
That's a little bit of money as well. It's 200 gold, I believe.
You're not going there. Maddie's got the damage. Maddie's got the hurt. That's going to be a killing spree given over. Maddie actually has now lost his revive. He's not going to be able to survive this, but he gets 1,000 gold to Crowny. Los Ratones, the best person who could have got that gold, just got it. Heavy is the Crowny. He has to make this game work.
Still a 10,000 gold lead in favor of NORD. And I know that for all Los Ratones fans, this is very exciting, seeing all the shutdowns, but NORD is so damn strong. Look at Chachi.
They are down, but they are never out. NORD is going to finish them up. I don't think there is a world Los Ratones can bring this back. Baus is on the map. He's going to try his best to try and save at least one inhibitor. Velia also back on the map with him. Crowny coming up in 11 seconds. He's 3 items on the Jinx. Just got 1,000 gold shutdown as Baus finds Vizichachi. The knockup from Treats is huge. Baus is too low. He's going to slowly burn out. In comes the rocket. Santorin just about survives that fight. Crowny, can he hold the line?
Okay, these fights are also happening because NORD are aware of how far ahead they are, or else they wouldn't be overextending the way they are. Velia, a little bit too far forward. He knows Crowny's coming, but he's very low HP, man.
Yeah, Nemesis is coming in for the stuns. They're going to put some serious damage into No Way. The rockets are going to do it. Another shutdown into the pocket of Crowny. That Jinx could be scary.
Hey, I don't know, man. The only 2 towers remaining are the Nexus ones, and another respawn if they go down.
I know.
You're
honestly,
inhaling
Jinx
some
getting
hopium
1,000
here.
gold was like a small hit of copium, and now I'm straight back to sensible.
I respect it. You know what? I respect it. You're seeing the glass half full from the side of Los Ratones. I'm just gonna bring us back to reality and say it's not even half empty. It's just empty.
The glass is shattered.
There's no glass. It's been taken away. Velia is not around for potential still. However, Crowny is. Maybe a super mega death rocket is what steals that Baron away, but look at that body block
no
from
way.
the side of NORD. There were 3 members in front of that Baron, so even if the rocket did land, it would just split open on Treats. And that would be all she wrote. Baron going over to NORD, and right now it just becomes as simple as a very simple surgical extraction of something. I don't know, what's a simple extraction? Like a mole, maybe? A hair? An ingrown hair?
I mean,
that would be a simple extraction, right?
Yes. I guess you could just say so. I mean, I don't know where you're going with this, Trouble.
I didn't want to say a tooth. I wanted a simple kind of like quote unquote surgery.
Nah, teeth, you got to get down there. You got to get the nerve before you take the tooth out.
Yeah. So no teeth. So ingrown hair. Ingrown hair is not
hair.
that bad. Yeah. This is how simple it is to finish this game.
Like, it's as simple as pulling out ingrown hair. Might be the most deranged way I've heard a League of Legends game ever described in my life.
Come on, man. This is not a normal game, you know? I can't give it a normal description.
It's far from normal. Los Ratones staring down the barrel here. Crowny, 3.5 items on the Jinx. Still 2 levels down on X-Maddie, who is almost full build. That is a terrifying Xayah.
Baus
did a fair amount of damage to
Chachi here. Yeah, Baus keeping away Chachi. He's managed to equalize the levels. However, right here, Santorin, all eyes on him. He's looking for the engage. Everyone is super squishy, so wherever the R lands, I feel like this is a go button for NORD as they're getting pulled quite heavily.
Crowny able to evade away on that rocket. He's on the ultimate even, chasing forward Baus. I don't think you're going to achieve much there, buddy. Treats did lose a lot of damage, a lot of health to Crowny, but all inhibitors down. Baus just disappears, performs a quick magic trick.
What?
What is he doing?
Just
And for my next
walked
trick,
up, blinked,
I will appear in
done.
game 4.
All right, one last try without Baus. 4 versus 5. 4
Can they
items
do
on
it?
Crowny. Can he make the difference?
Granny doesn't have flash. He only has that barrier. They're going to find the lockdown onto Velia. Velia low.
he's
Next
dead.
Maddie dunks him and finishes him up. Tower number 1 already down. Tower number 2, we next to follow. Treat tries to find his opening. Crowny, he can't even get the damage to kill the support. Nexus will fall. Gods can bleed. NORD demolish Los Ratones in game number 3.